welcome to my show. Hello, JD 4K family. I am on the road at this moment, live on the road. And I didn't want to miss out on Know Your Talk, Real Truth. No, I'm sorry. Know Your Truth, Real Talk. And so I'm here live today on the road, enjoying an event that's about to come up. Thanks for being stupid. People don't even signal. But either way, I don't like calling people stupid, but that was a stupid move, I have to admit. Either way, thank you for joining my channel. Subscribe, share, and also like, please. I am on the road, ready to go to an event. So I wanted to bring to you this week's episode of Know Your Truth, Real Talk. Let me see, can you all hear me? I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping you can hear me because I'm live now on the run. On the road, I should say. On the run means I'm a criminal. That's not what I meant. On the run. You hear me? All right, so good. I just got a test that I am live and able to communicate. So on this episode of Know Your Truth, Real Talk, and thank you again, I'm Judgedesire for Knowledge. I bring this talk show channel every Saturday at 3 o'clock. Know Your Truth, Real Talk for self-empowerment, self-improvement, and all those good things that people want to hear about. I also have a Legal Matters show monthly where you can get legal, all your legal concerns and matters. Actually, whatever subject that I'm doing, if it applies to you, because I'm not an attorney nor am I a judge, but I have the background and experience, work experience, education to be able to do this. So if you like any of my videos and they appeal to you, whether it's Know Your Truth, Real Talk, go check it out, or legal matters, whatever legal matters you may have, I address it. And if you need to speak to me about it, you can email me or make a comment with your email, and I will send you my email if it's not up there in the community box. But I'm glad you joined me today. I miss going live. This is my second live since last week because I've been on events and I cannot tape everywhere I go because of copyright. So this episode, as we get back to Know Your Truth, Real Talk, is set your goals and execute it. Don't talk about it. Don't just talk about it, do it. And the reason why is because we all generally, many people aren't aware that in order to run a business, empire, or be successful in life, you have to set up goals for yourself, because they're not going to come to you by saying it. You have to actually do it. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So this doesn't take okay, I'm going to decide that this is what I want to do today, and at the end of the week I'm going to be an entrepreneur, or I'm going to be a business owner or a business partner with some. No, it takes time. And so in order to do this, you want to set your goals. So I've decided to do a show on what I've done and I've seen other people do, just a few basics that you can do. You can add your own to it, and that will help you to succeed instead of talking in doing what you want to do instead of talking about it. Because I hear a lot of people, for instance, by experience, they always say something and they're not doing it. So I always tell them, well, why are you talking about it? Let's see you do it, because you talk a lot all the time, but I never see it done. It's not to put someone down, it's to push them and force them, empower them, that they have it in them. They just have to push themselves to do it. Talking about it is cheap. All right. If you really are interested in pushing those goals forward and making them happen, you're going to do it. So in order to do so, you got to stop talking about it and show it, right? So here's some things I want to do about helping you get there. Because some people say they're going to do it, like I said, but they don't. They continue to talk about it. And I wanted to submit some prime examples of what I mean when I say what I mean when I say to set your goals, right? So these are the things that people normally say that I've heard and experiences, which is why I come with this show, because this is Know Your Truth Real Talk is basically about people that actually experiences I've been through with people, self-exploratory things that I've seen that I put into action in my content that really I believe is valuable for some people that want to know this information. So basically, here are some prime examples of what people say that I've seen instead of doing it. Okay, I'm going to become an entrepreneur or business partner, but you're still working for your employer. Yes, it takes time, but you have to initiate that this is your goal, you're going to set it, and this is when you're going to leave your employment. You put your money away, do what you need to do, but stop talking about it. Because all you ever hear is, oh, I'm going to run this business, but you're still working for someone. Oh, I need this job. Oh, I need the health insurance. But you can prep yourself, and you don't have to be full-time working in your field. You can start off with a part-time test run, doing what you want to do, setting your goals, and still keep your employment. So this is why I find this to be more talk, because you can find the time. If you have a family and things are, there'll be a day you'll find the time, but you have to put it together if you really want it. You can't make excuses about it. I also have another show video says stop making excuses, and I believe last week I did another one, excuses for sympathy. These are good videos to go see. They always correlate in some form or manner. Another one is going to be rich one day, but you have no business plan or any plan in the meantime to get started. So that's another issue I've seen, that people go, we all want to be rich one day, and you need to say it so that you captivate it to the universe, to yourself, your affirmations. But if you're not putting it in a plan and you're not setting yourself up for it, it's not just going to come in thin air and happen for you, unless you win the lottery and you know how to manage that. If you can't manage your own life, not even a lottery winning will be able to work in your favor, because we've seen a lot of people go broke. It's another story. Maybe I'll put content on that one day on how you can be effective with that as well. I want to continue my education and get my degree, but you still don't have the money. You're not saving for it, and you're not researching on ways to accomplish it. There are grants, there are classes, there are skills you can need to learn. Do your research. Again, we're talking about it. Oh, we don't have the money. We make excuses, but we're not actually fulfilling the purpose. Stop talking about it. If you can't fulfill it, there's no need for you to talk about it, because I'd rather not say anything and make it happen, and then people go, wow, you did, either you did what you say you're going to do, or I didn't know you were going to do that. One or the other. You say it, you're going to do it, or you don't say it and you do it. Because if you don't think you can do it, then keep it quiet, because sometimes it's good to be silent. There's more enemies than you think. It's sad, but some people aren't happy about your joy and happy about you getting where you need to. We have silent enemies and people that act like they're happy for you, but they're really not. So be careful of those kind of people. I think I have videos on that as well. And I want a promotion, but you're going to work late, you're taking days off, and you're not taking exams or steps to require it, to get it. Work. Everybody wants a promotion, but they don't want to work for it. There's civil service exams, promotional exams. So if you want it, I don't have to be liked by my employer or my supervisor. I only have to take that step to want this promotion. Study, file for it is the first step. If you're saying, oh, I don't know, then don't talk about you want a promotion, because you're just trying to be a people pleaser so that everybody thinks that that's what you want. But deep down inside, you don't feel it for yourself. Keep it quiet. Don't embarrass yourself like that. I've seen a lot of people do that at my job, and it's sad. Even if you don't pass the exam, people are going to know. So sometimes people don't want to tell people, because they know that if they can't pass the promotion, everyone's going to know about it. Who cares? You can keep taking it. Who cares about other people and what they think of? You're going for your promotion, you're going to be making more money, and you keep striving at it. Just keep going for it. Never give up. Who cares about those people? They're always going to be naysayers out here. So we got to stop listening to them and listen to your inner self. If your inner self have friends and people like that around you all day long that are naysayers, then I suggest you find a new bunch of friends or become independently your own friend. Who says you have to have friends anyway in the first place? If they are naysayers, find new ones. All right, you don't need those negativity kind of friends around you. So this is also one of the biggest things I've seen with talk but no action, the promotion part, because we hear it all the time. And then you want to tell your story and talk about it instead of writing it and taking notes. Yeah, we all may not be able to write a book, but if we took notes down and prepared ourselves and organized it, did our research, took writing classes, or maybe you want to do a vlog or a blog, whatever the fact is, content that you're writing, do it. You do it the way you want to do it. It's not going to get published. Who cares? You put it on YouTube, you put it somewhere, you put it in Amazon, you do what you want to do because you want to get your story out. But stop talking about it, because then if you talk too much about your story, who's going to buy the book? Who's going to want to know? It's not going to be something that they don't know already. So push forward with that one as well. You're telling your story. Don't tell the story. Just say one day you'd like to write a book, or don't say it, but do it. You know what I mean? And when people typically say you're going to go exercise to get in shape, right? You're going to exercise to get in shape. This is another one. But you're still eating the same foods. I mean, come on. This is not going to happen. Yes, it's hard. We all love food. But don't talk about it. Do it. You know, most people that said they're going to go work out and stuff like that, they continue to eat the same foods. You can do that depending on your body, but you're going to have to work it off. If you want to eat as much as you really love to eat, you got to pick and choose, and you got to work it. You got to work out no matter what. Unfortunately, we have to work out. Some of us don't. God bless you. But most of us do. So if that's your theory that you're going to keep talking about, I'm going to exercise to get in shape, but you're not doing it and you're eating the same food, don't talk about it. Just do it. And when you come with your new body and your new build, people will be like, wow, I didn't know you were really going to do it. Oh, wow, you did it. One or the other. Just be cautious of how much you talk about things without doing them. All right? Because there's a lot of things we tell ourselves and don't implement them in our daily lives. So we don't want to do that. There needs to be self-control and discipline along with mind over matter. And sometimes we don't look at it that way, or some of us can't even think of it that way. But that helps you to achieve your goals. To recognize that you are the one holding yourself back from yourself. No one's doing it to you. Money seems to be the reason. Everything's going to be a reason. All the excuses in the world is going to be a reason, but actuality, you're holding yourself back, because there's free research in Google. If you have a phone, then you know you were able to purchase that, right? So there's Google, there's internet. You can actually do the work on your free, and you already put internet. So there's ways to do these things, and so talking about it and making excuses, but we're not moving forward with it. Holding you back from reaching your goals you seek is a lot of people out here that do that, and here are some things that you can work on to achieve that goal. Some things that I put together. Doesn't mean it's mandated. You may have your own. You can actually add to this, but some people, you can put it together and then get other people's opinion by going to what do you call it, the YouTube channels where you can learn these things from. To do channels, I don't remember what they're called, but putting all in all together along with your own ideas can help. So sometimes you can pick and choose things that other people are saying to see what is useful for you and what's not. That's what I meant. So first thing I say to achieve your goal is know what it is that you want to accomplish with these goals. That's really important. Second, don't set goals that are far-fetched. Start small at first and then work on it little by little. You know, because if you're far-fetched, I want to be an astronaut. Well, okay, so That's going to take a lot of work. We're saying start slow. Don't have it be far. Not that you can't, but the likelihood of that becoming something more than you writing your book. I mean, you'd probably end up writing your book before becoming an astronaut. So that's what I mean by far-fetched. Because in basically publishing a book, editing it, you have spell checker. If you don't publish it or you do, you can promote it on the social media channels. I mean, you want to get sales, you can charge people to see it. There's many things you can do. People are doing it right now. Blogs and things like that where they charge people on Spotify. If you want to hear this story, you pay for it, you know? So don't ever think that it's not available to you. Just don't have something far-fetched that is the likelihood is less likely for you to attain right now within a year or two. That can be attainable most likely if you waited multiple years, all right, because you got to do the studies and stuff like that. So set your goals that aren't far-fetched. Third, write your goals down on paper. When you put them in writing, you are more likely to finish through than when you talk about it. Talk is cheap, as I stated. Whatever ideas come to your mind, if you're not writing it down, then it's oblivious. I mean, there's no sense in all of that. You're not going to say, well, I'm going to start this tomorrow, right? You're going to want to say, all right, let me make a date and write that date down. And that's the date I want to finish this book. That's the date I want to finish this course. I'm going to take this course, whatever it may be for you. And so how you succeed in life, and writing those goals down and implementing them. I have another one. Fourth, make a plan for your goals to succeed by taking the steps to find the information on the internet about the ideas and goals you have. Many people, okay. Oh, these New Jerseyans. We love them. All right. As I was saying, driving in the city is no joke. No matter which city I go to, it's not. There's always a lot of drivers that don't know how to signal and stop too fast. But anyway, let's move on. And take the steps to find the information on the internet about the ideas and goals you do have helps, and see how many people have succeeded in those goals as well. If you're really serious, you're going to do these things, and check the statistics and analytical part of it to do your research. This way you can count and analyze how many people have done it, how many people have succeeded, what's the stats show. Do your research, basically, is what I meant to say. Only you're going to know if it's going to be beneficial to you, or if you feel that you should give up on it because it's not. But even when you see these things, sometimes there's are numbers, and you'd be the one that actually make it happen. So don't always believe what you see. I wanted to add that. I didn't put that in my notes, but I just decided, you know what? Don't always believe that. If you believe in yourself, then you'll be able to get it without the stats. But it's a good help to go look it through and see the research on that. I've also said fifth, the best skills to have when you are accomplishing goals, and these are my three best, I feel. First of all, when you are going for the skills to accomplish your goals, number one skill for me is organization. Stay organized by keeping notes and documents stored in order, in the order that you want them to be, that works best for you. When you do this, you'll be able to go back to either your computer log or wherever it is that you keep it, your file, and be able to attain what you need because you're organized. Whichever way you use your organizational skills. If you don't have any, learn them, because they're going to be really important in business. And the best CEOs have to be these three things I'm going to mention. That's definitely number one. Two, time management is like at work. If you're not on time, you're not getting that promotion. I mean, everyone can't make it on time all the time, but you have to plan it. You got to make it happen. The same thing when you're planning on running a business, or as a CEO, business partner, or planner, or whatever the case may be, your books or whatever. Use a mechanism that works for you as a reminder to help you keep track and stay on track. That's part of time management for me and a lot of people I know. Such as to-do lists. I love to-do lists. I actually organized my own wedding on to-do list. It was beautiful because I did everything by myself the way I wanted it to, because I didn't want anyone to fulfill my dream day. I fulfilled that myself. It worked out. The to-do list was everything. It was easy, and well, it's not as easy when you're doing a wedding, but even now when I do these shows, I have a to-do list. My content and everything is important to me, and so is my show. So I believe that using the to-do list is one of the best. Microsoft has one, and I'm sure there's other ones. There's electronic notepads you can write down if you don't have Microsoft or any to-do list, or you can create your own to-do list. But the to-do list has everything there that you can merge, do things, add people to it. It's really good. But if not, electronic notebook is good. Google is good as well. Google Calendar, I should have said Google Calendar, because then you can remind yourself. Reminder alarms are good. And basically going back to old school that people used to do before all of this, take notes. They work. Time management is really important because you're going to have to take the time to build your content or build your business plan, do what you need to do to move that forward. 3 is persistence. You got to be persistent. This is important. The act of persistence is not giving up on your goals. Take each day, work on getting on to the finish line and accomplishing the plans that you set yourself for. Procrastination is the worst thing you can do, so never do that. It only leads to hold you in a place of where you're stagnant, and you don't want that, because then when you get stagnant, you give up on yourself and your goals, and you're like, oh well, forget it, I'm not going to do. You know how many people have done that and then watched other people create the same thing that they said they were going to do and succeeded with it. So that those people don't procrastinate. They're not stagnant. Why should you? Things are going to come in life, but you hold back, you take your time, you pull forward, you keep going, you don't give up on it. So persistence is really heavy for me, number 3, because I need it in my daily stuff, because we go through highs and lows. But if we don't give up and we're persistent, we will succeed on it. And there's a lot of things I have succeeded, which I won't mention now, but maybe later on in my shows, that I have actually succeeded immensely because I was persistent. I guess my field as well, the law, is also a field that you need to be persistent in, because there's deadlines and things like that. So that also has helped me through my life as well in my career. So so procrastination is the worst thing you can do, because it'll hold you in a place where you are stagnant and you talk about your goals, but you're not fulfilling it and accomplishing it, which is sad. So you don't want to be a procrastinator. Actually, I believe procrastination is a sin. It's not a good thing to have in all areas of life. Don't procrastinate on stuff. You won't fulfill anything, and you'll be sorry in the end about if I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and no one wants to end up like that. I don't know if this is even clear, but I'll check later. I have a lot of sun here, but I love the light. All right, so when you have completed all these steps that I mentioned here, you can utilize it. It's not mandated. You can add it to your steps that you have, your ideas, your goals. Hopefully it'll assist you, because everything requires planning. All right, these steps, completed all these steps. Once you've done that, everything requires planning, and then execute it. That's the main idea. Once you do execute it, you're on your way. That planning has worked for you if you were able to do the execution, which means the finalization. You've put it in the works. It's getting done, and there's nothing stopping you now. That's what I mean by that. Don't talk the talk, do the walk, which I've heard this before. That saying from, but a lot of people talk the talk, but they don't do the walk. Don't let that be you at all right? Took this time to listen to me. I am headed to an event right now, which I am looking forward to. I'm not sure I can film. It's pretty private, but a few pictures maybe. We'll see what happens. I hope you enjoy your day, your Saturday, your weekend. I will be putting up my grilling skills. I just put something on YouTube of smoked ribs and other things, my travels, as I'm going to put up later. And so like, share, and subscribe. Please like so that this can go to those in need of help. I was there once. Everyone's going to be needing something one day. Whichever video people choose is up to them. But I give them that opportunity. It is free, right? So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next week, Saturday at 3. I'm not sure if it'll be live or tape, but I'll be there, God willingly. I hope it works out for you this weekend. And I don't have my gavel today. So, Know Your Truth Real Talk has just adjourned with Judgedesire finale. Enjoy the weekend. I will see you guys soon, real soon, on all social medias. I'll see you there. Ciao. I'm not sure how to shut down on this. Well, this is my first time. Well, no, actually it's not. But we all gotta learn, right? Here we go. All right, people. I shall see you on next time. Ciao.